Hello, my name is Eric, and the person I'll be interviewing today is Vince. So, the topic I chose for my interview is how technology and digital media shapes the way we read and write today. And I thought it would be especially interesting to conduct this interview with my good friend Vince, whom I actually met because of technology and digital media. And just a little background information on how our friendship formed. I was on the social network Twitter, which is just one of the many popular social networking websites where people can exchange their thoughts and ideas. And I was tweeting about one of my favorite television shows, which is Breaking Bad. And on Twitter, there's a feature called a hashtag, which allows people to see other tweets by random people that relate to a certain topic. So he saw my tweets about Breaking Bad, and he followed me. And then I went to his profile, I looked through his tweets, and I saw that we shared some common interests, so I followed him back. And then as time passed, we began to respond to each other's tweets, and we developed a friendship through nothing other than replying to each other on Twitter through social networking. And Vince lives in Washington, so I decided to conduct the interview with him through ooVoo, which is an online application that allows web chat. So go ahead and say hello, Vince.
Hi.
Alright, so my first question to you is, do you think that technology has more of a positive or a negative impact on the way we read and write today?
Well, personally, I feel that technology has a good impact, a positive one, on how society, reads and writes today.
Alright, I generally have to agree with you. Do you think you could possibly elaborate on how it positively impacts the way we read and write?
Yeah, definitely. Basically, technology puts all the information that we could ever need, just at the touch of a finger, and at the press of a button we can find out whatever we need to know.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Technology allows us to learn by providing us with practically unlimited resources, and we are able to access information in a way that was never before possible with such ease. And if somebody's interested in learning anything, for example, different techniques on active reading or tips on how to write a short story, they'll be able to find that information almost instantaneously. And another interesting point I'd like to bring up is how technology allows people access to a broad range of written text. Is there anything you'd like to comment on that?
Well, yeah, that largely increases the amount of content available for people to read. They're able to, read text and gather ideas online, easily. It's, organized.
Yeah, and also with that, they themselves can learn and become more efficient in both reading and writing because they're gathering new ideas from all of these different writings that they're finding all over the internet. And then the amount of content available through online books, short stories, blogs, news articles, social networking, etc., it creates interest in many people, which makes them want to become better readers and writers themselves. And I feel a great example of the way that technology shapes the way we read are websites that summarize books or the plot summaries and provide us with easy to read translations of perhaps more complicated writing. For example, in Shakespeare's plays, I personally have a lot of difficulty reading them and even more so understanding them, but with websites that I could find with just a super quick Google search, they translate his text into more easy to read modern language, which allows me to enjoy his writing more and get the full effect of it, which gets me interested in reading even more. And yeah, it's basically,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, continue.
I didn't even think of that. Being able to, read a book and follow along with stuff on the internet, like SparkNotes, as you mentioned, it would, it could give you a lot of insight on the book that you didn't even realize before. It could even help your experience with the book, give you insight.
Yeah, and so overall, I strongly feel that technology and digital media has positively influenced the way we read and write today. It's provided us with all the resources we could ever need for learning. A few examples are the various writing techniques, reading strategies. The list goes on and on. It's helped spread ideas. It's increased our interest by providing us with a virtually endless amount of text to read, and technology has made it possible to access all this information with such ease that anyone with a computer, a smartphone, a tablet, they could get all this access with just a quick Google search and internet access, and it's very convenient. It's available to, it's very readily available, and I think it's providing a very positive impact.
I feel the same way. I mean, yeah, technology is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I think that about covers it. Thank you so much for helping me with this interview, and that's about it. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you for having me. You too.
All right, see ya.